Most people think getting around Osaka,
Kyoto is simple, until they actually arrive.
and they find out Osaka Station isn't even a stop for a bullet train, and has a bigger underground than Shinjuku, which misleads first-timers.
Kyoto Station? Not even close to the temples and shrines you want to see.
But that's when the confusion begins.
Plus, this is a train map for the Kansai region, which includes Kyoto and Osaka. Another confusing spaghetti if you've seen the one from Tokyo.
But don't worry, this video is to save you from those exact frustrations and time wasting. We'll get you the right choice for a destination. Let's go! Before we jump into discussions, you need to ask yourself, which gateway are you coming from to get to Kansai?
Here's one master map, 6 gateways. Let's break them down, and you'll thank yourself for checking this. Is it from Osaka, Kyoto, or from Kobe? This is because hopping on the Shinkansen to Kyoto or Osaka is not always the best option. So let's break down these other better options to get to your Kansai city of choice. Watching Mount Fuji from the bullet train on the way might be on your bucket list. However, you can also get a glance of Mount Fuji from Tokyo to Osaka flights, which could be totally quicker to get to your final destination, especially when you visit Osaka or Kobe first. International direct flights to Kansai Airport or Kobe Airport, or domestic flights from Haneda or Narita to Osaka Itami Airport might be the best option. As mentioned, unlike Kyoto Station, which accommodates Shinkansen, it actually arrives at Shin-Osaka Station, not at Osaka Station, which is the main downtown hub in Osaka. Shin-Osaka Station is about 5 minutes, one station away by local JR train from Osaka Station, or 6 minutes by Osaka Metro Midosuji line, the red line. If you are in a hurry, Osaka Itami Airport might be the best gateway, especially when you visit Osaka directly from Haneda Airport after international flights. Given the flight from Tokyo to Osaka Itami takes less than half compared to when you travel to Osaka by Shinkansen from Tokyo or Shinagawa. Many experienced travelers or local businessmen from Tokyo prefer flying to Itami because it's faster if there are no delays and a bit cheaper than the Shinkansen, even when you fly with JAL or ANA.
And of course, Kansai Airport has lots of good connections to other cities, especially Asian cities.
We'll also cover how to get to Osaka from these two airports to the city later, because that knowledge saves your time. Lastly, if you're heading to Kobe first, keep in mind that even the Shinkansen doesn't stop right in the city center. The closest bullet train stop is Shin-Kobe, which is up on a hill, about 5 minutes by subway or taxi from Sannomiya, Kobe's downtown. That's why Kobe Airport might be a good connection even from Tokyo.
Also because there's only one train ride away from Kobe Sannomiya and Kobe Airport.
It provides good access to Himeji Castle and Fukusaki, a town of yokai, with lots of local monster monuments. Plus, Kobe Airport accommodates international flights from other Asian cities like Shanghai and Seoul.
Okay, lastly, let's look how to travel from the gateways to the main spots in Kansai.
Because depending on where you land, Kansai Airport, Itami, or even Shin-Osaka Station, your route to the city can be very different. The most common choice from Kansai International Airport to Osaka Station or Kyoto Station is a JR Haruka Limited Express. It takes about 50 minutes to Osaka Station and 75 minutes to Kyoto, comfortable, with reserved seats and some space for luggage.
If you get lucky, you can say hi to Hello Kitty on the train car.
If you want to save money to Osaka Station, you can also take the Airport Express, called Kanku Kaisoku, but it takes 15 minutes extra.
But if your hotel is at the southern part of Osaka City, like Namba, Dotonbori, or Shin Imamiya, then you should take the Nankai Rapid. The Nankai Rapid is the stylish blue train that runs directly to Namba in 40 minutes. In case you need to carry lots of luggages to these areas, the airport limousine bus is your best choice because there are limited spaces in Haruka or Airport Express.
If you're coming by Shinkansen from Tokyo to Osaka, you'll arrive at Shin-Osaka Station.
From here, take the JR Kobe line, just one stop away to JR Osaka Station. Or transfer for the Midosuji subway line, bound for Namba and Shinsaibashi, about 15 minutes total.
Again, Itami Airport is the favorite for experienced travelers from Tokyo, given it's the biggest of Osaka's domestic hubs to other cities. The easiest way is the airport limousine bus to Osaka Umeda. It takes about 25 to 30 minutes, with direct service to major hotels and train stations. That's way better than traveling from Kansai Airport. That is why Itami is the locals' favorite. By bus, you can also travel to Osaka Namba, Kyoto, Kobe, Universal Studios, Nara, and lots of other destinations, while you can use Wi-Fi on board. You can also use Suica and Icoca for payments. To Osaka Umeda, you can also take Osaka Monorail and then hop on Hankyu train at Hotaru Gaike Station. But you might feel the connections are a bit troublesome unless you are an Osaka local. So our recommendation is to take buses. Now we are going to move on to the basics to grasp useful inter- and inner-city transportations.
So before we dive into the details, the Kansai region has 7 major railway companies that connects the cities.
JR West, Hankyu, Keihan, Hanshin, Kintetsu, Nankai, and Osaka Metro.
Looks confusing, right? But don't worry, because we'll make sure to explain everything to you in simple terms yet in detail.
JR West, which covers the whole of Kansai and the Chugoku region, even from Fukui to Wakayama and Hiroshima.
Hankyu, known for its maroon-colored trains.
Covering northern Osaka, including Mino, famous for its beautiful waterfall, the mountainside of Kobe, and western to central Kyoto area. This train is also known as a high-class locals' favorite, but it still offers a reasonable fare. Keihan, that runs between northern Osaka to east side of Kyoto's Kamo River. Suppose you're a first-timer to Kyoto or Osaka, then you take this train because this takes you to Fushimi Inari, a shrine known as the Thousand Torii Gates, Shimizu Gojo, a few minutes away from Kiyomizu Dera, and Gion Shijo, where you can see lots of Maiko. Hanshin, which runs between Osaka Umeda to Kobe, or Osaka Namba to the base side of Kobe. If you're bored with the touristy side of Kansai, take this train, because it takes you to the street side of Osaka and Kobe, which you'll definitely love. At Osaka Namba, this directly connects with Kintetsu. That means you can travel from Kobe to Nara by just the one train ride via Osaka Namba.
So as you can probably see, Kintetsu has long reach between Osaka, Kyoto, Nara, Mie, and Nagoya. If you want to taste the deep beauty of Kansai, such as Ise Shrine or Asuka, the oldest capital in Japan, you should buy the Kintetsu Rail Pass.
The Kansai region is packed with tourists, especially in Osaka and Kyoto. So these traditional attractions offer you a great getaway from the city to taste the calm side of Kansai. Nankai connects between Kansai Airport and southern Osaka such as Namba and Shin Imamiya. If you want to taste the life as a traditional monk in Koyasan, this is the one to take too. Now you might be wondering, why is there such a vast train system in this region, which is not even Tokyo? So before we explain the tips for intercity transports, let me explain just a little bit of why.
So as some experienced Japan travelers know, the Kansai region is actually known as the Kingdom of Private Railways.
In fact, Kansai is where Japan's private railways were born, starting with the Hankyu Railway, which opened in 1907 as Japan's very first private commuter line. Back then, these private railways didn't just build train lines, they built entire communities. Department stores, housing, even amusement parks, all developed along their routes to attract passengers, which pushed up Osaka to the biggest city in Japan around 1925. Yes, Osaka was bigger than Tokyo. That's why today, companies like Hankyu, Hanshin, Keihan, Kintetsu, and Nankai still run parallel to JR, each connecting slightly different parts of Kansai, and locals embrace those varieties. Okay, then let's get into the real tips and then break them down by cities. Once you get inside Kyoto, Osaka, or Kobe, and when you just want to move quickly between cities, JR West's special rapid service called Shin-Kaisoku links those three cities in under an hour.
So normally you don't actually take the Shinkansen from Kyoto, Shin-Osaka, and Shin-Kobe. I mean, you can, and it's actually faster, but people generally don't do that.
This is because Shin-Kaisoku is more handy and cheaper than Shinkansen, which you don't have in Tokyo. This is what Osaka locals would say.
It's surprisingly frequent and covered by the Japan Rail Pass. No extra fees for the Special Express. That's a bargain price that no one talks about.
Indeed, it's one of the most efficient commuter routes in Japan, and it's probably locals' favorite pick, as Osaka locals tend to be impatient. However, when your destination is only a specific sightseeing spot, that's when the private railways could become unbeatable. So, let's break down by cities. Which trains are the best for you to hop around efficiently? First, between Osaka and Kyoto. This is the most important part in this video, since lots of travelers choose to stay in Osaka to avoid expensive accommodations in peak seasons, and 3 trains connect Kyoto and Osaka. As mentioned before, the JR Special Rapid Service is the fastest, as it takes about just 30 minutes from Osaka Station to Kyoto Station, and trains depart every 15 minutes. If you are going between Kyoto and Kobe, JR Special Rapid Service is also the best pick. It's just an hour ride without a transfer. But remember, since Kyoto Station is at the southern edge of downtown Kyoto, great for Shinkansen connections, it's not so close to attractions such as Gion or Arashiyama, except Kyoto Tower.
So once you step out of JR Kyoto Station, you're expected to use buses or metros, which we'll talk about later in this video.
If your destination is around Gion, Kiyomizudera Temple, or Eastern Kyoto in general, then Keihan Line is a smoother ride from Osaka. It takes about 50 minutes from Osaka's Yodoyabashi Station, which is 1 station away from Osaka Umeda, to Kyoto's Gion Shijo, right by the famous Kamogawa River. You can hop on to Keihan, also from Kyobashi Station, which is the eastern hub of Osaka City. And if you prefer visiting Arashiyama or stay at Kawaramachi, Kyoto's downtown shopping district,
take the Hankyu line from Osaka Umeda Station. It's scenic, inexpensive, and drops you right near Gion and Nishiki Market.
And you don't want to miss this. On weekends, you can hop on Kyo-Train Garaku, which is a train that has a Japanese garden inside. And that's why Hankyu is the fanciest Osaka Kyoto connection. Next, Osaka to Nara.
So lots of travelers like to do a day trip to Nara from Osaka.
If you're staying in the southern downtown of Osaka City, such as Namba, the Kintetsu line is the most convenient, because it takes you directly to Kintetsu Nara Station, just a few minutes walk from Todaiji Temple and Nara Park, where you can say hi to deers. If you are staying around Osaka Station, Tennoji, or Shin-Imamiya, JR is a better option. Because JR runs a train called the Yamatoji Rapid, departing from Osaka Station
through the Osaka Loop Line, connecting stations like Osaka Station, Shin-Imamiya, Tennoji, and all the way to JR Nara Station.
However, note that JR Nara Station is slightly far away from Nara's main attractions compared with Kintetsu Nara Station. Between Kyoto and Nara, you have similar choices, Kintetsu or JR. JR Kyoto and Kintetsu Kyoto stations are right next to each other, But if you want a day trip to Nara from Kyoto, Kintetsu is the better choice. My recommendation is the Kintetsu Limited Express because it is the most comfortable, with reserved seats and modern interiors. JR also operates the Nara line from Kyoto, a slower local route that passes through Fushimi Inari. Or if you want to visit Uji, a massive matcha town, JR is a better choice. For Osaka to Kobe, the JR Special Rapid Service is once again your fastest choice out of 3 choices.
Just 25 minutes to Sanomiya, the heart of Kobe, from Osaka. And if you keep on board the same line, you'll reach Himeji and its world-famous castle in about an hour. If you're coming to Kobe from Osaka Namba, or prefer cheaper fare and less transits, the Hanshin line is absolutely your greatest option.
It connects Osaka Namba directly to Kobe Sanomiya.
So Hanshin line gives the most local street vibes in Osaka. Why? Because it runs right next to the Hanshin Tigers home stadium called Koshien, which is the sacred place for Japanese sports fans.
Plus, this train line directly connects Nara with Kobe, as well as to Osaka Umeda Station, which is right next to JR Osaka Station.
So if you are based in Osaka and are to hop between Osaka, Kobe, and Nara via Amagasaki, use the Hanshin line well. That's an unspoken tip.
You can also take Hankyu, but this is basically a locals commute train, so it's not recommended for first-timers because it doesn't offer the fastest access to major touristy destinations between Osaka and Kobe. However, Hankyu covers Kansai's most well-off areas, especially between Osaka and Kobe, so everything is extra gorgeous. So if you want to see how Kansai madams or Kansai gentlemen's lives look like, hopping on Hankyu is a good idea. Every single Kansai local would say, Hankyu is a rich person's vehicle. So whether you're visiting temples, tasting Kobe beef, or heading to the sea, understanding these intercity routes will help you save time and see more of what Kansai truly has to offer.
So most travelers arrive at Kyoto Station by Shinkansen from Tokyo. And yes, Kyoto Station is huge.
But I'm sure this isn't your final destination. So here's a quick guide to help you find your way through the destination. Kyoto Station has 2 main exits. Karasuma exit. This is the main front of the station. You'll find city buses, hotels, and the central shopping area. Make sure you get off at this exit, unless you're a taxi user. Hachijo exit.
So this is the south side. It's quieter and connects to airport buses, taxi stands, and shopping malls like Aeon. Plus, if you need to drop your luggage into a coin locker, you'll get the best chance to find vacant lockers here.
If you're heading to Nijo Castle or Arashiyama, take the JR Sanin line from Kyoto Station. It's quick and direct. So remember, Karasuma exit for buses and city access, Hachijo for airport buses and taxis. Once you understand these 2 exits, Kyoto becomes a lot easier to explore.
For destinations like Higashiyama or Northern Kyoto, go down to the Kyoto subway through the underground passage. The Karasuma line will take you straight to the city center.
It's better than taking the bus from Kyoto Station as buses are overloaded most of the time. Okay, as you may know, Osaka is the kitchen of Japan and has lots to see.
So when you travel around Osaka, there are 2 train lines you'll use the most. The Osaka Metro Midosuji line and the JR Osaka Loop line.
First, the Midosuji line. This red subway line that goes to northern Osaka all the way to Sakai City is basically Osaka's main artery. It connects all the city's hotspots in one straight line. Mino, where the Katsuoji, the most popular temple and famous waterfall in Osaka, is located, Shin-Osaka, the Shinkansen Station, Osaka Umeda, Shinsaibashi, Namba, and Tennoji.
If you only remember one line in Osaka, this should be it.
If you are booking hotels for your first visit to Osaka, stick to the area alongside this line to save your time. Also, the JR Osaka Loop line is another important one. is a circular train route like the JR Yamanote in Tokyo, connecting major spots like Osaka Station, Tenma, the food alley, Tsuruhashi, Osaka's biggest Korean town, where you can get intense smells of Korean barbecues even in the train station, Osaka Castle Park, Kennoji, and connections to Universal Studios Japan.
Remember, when you go to Universal Studios Japan, you need to get a transfer at Nishikujo Station.
Great tip! If you stay at Universal Studios Japan, but when you have extra time,
You can actually take this road to Tempozan, the lowest mountain in Japan, which is right next to the Kaiyukan Aquarium. From Takodajima, it takes only 2 minutes, and it's for free. So this is Tempozan, the lowest mountain in Japan. Specifically, is 4.53 meters. We're not kidding. Lastly, don't ever get into Osaka Umeda Underground if you're a first-timer to Osaka. Why? Because this underground is bigger than Shinjuku. Instead, take a pedestrian bridge. I'll save you the time and confusion.
so that's Kansai's train system in a nutshell. JR for the backbone, private railways for spot-on transfers for sightseeing, and subways inside the cities. We have used one of JR West's special passes for this trip. You can see that JR West and companies like Kintetsu, Hankyu, and Keihan offer special package tickets for tourists. The ticket I have used from JR also covers the express trains, including Haruka, Konotori, Kinosaki, and Hashidate. Those trains go to the northern side of Kyoto and Hyogo, including Kinosaki Onsen, where you can enjoy tattoo-friendly onsen hopping and Amanohashidate scenery. Kuroshio, that goes to Wakayama with its nice beach and the famous Nachi waterfall. Thunderbird, that goes to Kanazawa. Super Hakuto, that goes all the way to Tottori. Again, if you are visiting Kyoto or Osaka, that means you'll be able to enjoy the depth of these regions too. You can travel to those cities with an IC card such as Suica, Ikoka, or Pasmo like Tokyo. So don't forget to grab a card or download the app when you embark to Japan. Share this video with your friend if you thought this was helpful, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.